I'm Martinez. My name is Itzell. It's Favorites Friday, and it's episode 10 of our anime series. So let's get to it. Wow. 10 is My Neighbor Totoro. It is a Studio Ghibli movie, and I don't know if it's the first one. I think it's the first one, but I could be wrong. So I'm not sure what number it is, but I absolutely love it. I don't think it's the first one. I think there's another one. I don't know. But it has to do with these two little girls, um, Satsuki and Mei, and their father. They relocated because like their dad had like he changed where he was working, I believe. I know he works for the university. Like I believe he's like a professor. And also like um that they needed to be close to the hospital where the mom is. Like is having treatment, and they never say throughout any of it what she's having treatment for. Just that she's sick, and like there's parts where like she's close to coming home, and then like she has like something happen where she can't go. So like the father is like away working all the time or with the mom at the hospital, so the little girls are kind of on their own. They do have somebody that's like that helps like kind of like keep an eye on them. I believe it's the woman that's renting out like the house that they're staying at. So she'll like periodically check on them and make sure the girls are okay, and then they'll like stay with her sometimes. Um but most of the time the little girls are just like, you know, going to and from school like by themselves, and like seeing home, like maybe like they'll eat like at the lady's house or whatever. So they're kind of left to their own devices most of the time. Um, and they see like these little spirits right when they get there. And as time goes on, like I think it starts with the sit sprites. Um, they see Totoro, and he's a spirit, and I think he's a chinchilla. Anyways, he has a really big smile, and he's really sweet. He doesn't talk. He kind of just does things to do them. And there's like other little mini ones that look kind of like Totoro, that are always around Totoro, and then he just does random stuff. Like May found him one time when he was sleeping. He was just snoring. He looked like a big Snorlax. Um, and what else happened? Like they were like I think they got a call or a telegram, like something having to do with their mom. So they went to go get their dad. Um and they were out in the rain, and I'm not sure. I don't think they had an umbrella. Um Maybe they did. I don't know. But Totoro was there, and then they handed them an umbrella, and then it just made like waiting for their dad like less crazy. Like they were like less anxious. So yeah. And at one point there's a cat bus. And you're like, a cat bus, like literally it's a cat and it's a bus. Um and they go on it, and I know that they go like to when their mom got really sick, just to kind of see her. Um but like the big thing that happens in the movie is like Scott's. How did I just say her name? Satsuki? Yeah, Satsuki. And May had a fight. And I don't remember what they were fighting about. It was just like sibling stuff, like the little one just getting under the older one's skin and just like wanting to do things like their own way, and just like having enough of the other one, and then like they had like a big blowout, and the little one ran off, and then they couldn't find her anywhere. They're like, she's not with you. And they're like, no, she's not with me. She's not with you. And everyone was searching for her. They're trying to figure out where the heck she is. Um, I don't even think the dad knew at this point. Like, I think he was still working, or with the mom. I can't remember. Um, and they found like this random sandal, and they're like, "Is this her sandal?" Like, and it wasn't her sandal. I think she might have already been with Totoro. I can't remember, but either way, like she was home safe, and I think like after that, like the bond between the sisters got much better, and like Mei is so much younger than Satsuki, so she doesn't really understand like about being strong and about not um being able to see your mom when you want her to, and it's frustrating like telling somebody that's like 4 or 5 they can't see their parent, and well, telling them they can and then they can't, like taking it away, and it's hard, and like dealing with your emotions at such a young age is really hard. And then Satsuki is more understanding, she's older, and it's just like getting frustrated. Well, why can't you just deal with it better? Because they're little kids can't deal with their emotions very well, and that's why a lot of people pick one or the other when it comes to education. They're like, yeah, I can deal with the little kids. And they're like, heck no, I can't deal with the little kids. I can deal with middle school and high school. And then there are other ones that are like, I can deal with any of that. I'm going to college. Like, and that's how the teachers pick, what they want to do. I don't think it's just that, but there's like more into it. But that's what it makes me think of. Like, knowing your capabilities, what you can handle on the daily. Um, yeah. So it's like pick your poison. None of it is easy. So yeah, but I know like siblings don't get that. They don't get like the age gap, and how like you at that age were probably the same. You couldn't deal with things a certain way. So it's like you need to give them some grace. And I know it's hard and they don't get it, but yeah. So overall, it's a really cute movie. Um, I just like seeing Toucher on his big smile. Like it's so sweet. Um, and I think like the spirits were there for those two girls when they needed it the most. Like throughout all of this, with their mom being so sick and just like not being able to see their father as much because he's working all the time, probably like for medical bills and for them and all this stuff. Um, like and splitting time between trying to be with this girls, like doing all this stuff for the university, and like trying to be there with his wife, the hospital. It's a lot, and he was really like wearing himself thin. So yeah, I just like that a lot of like the Studio Ghibli movies, they don't paint like the story as like everything's great all the time, because no, I like that they give you a realistic view of what someone can be going through, and some things that can comfort them when nothing else can, you know? So that's what I think about this movie. Um I love it a lot. Obviously, it's one of my favorites. Like a lot of the Studio Ghibli movies are so good. They're so good. There's so many that are good, and I already mentioned a couple. Because I do love them, and yeah. So let me know what you think. Have you seen it? Do you want to see it? You can watch them on HBO Max. I think they have all of them, even The Boy and the Herring, which was not my favorite. Obviously, it's not on this list. There's nothing wrong with it. It looks really good. I just feel like they rushed it, and like they were like confusing in the storytelling at the very beginning. And I was like, wait, what? Huh? So, yeah. But if you want to watch it, like once you understand what's going on, it's just like, oh, okay, like, eh. Um, and if you love it and it's one of your favorites, I'm sorry for not feeling the same way. But yeah, some are really great and some not so much. Like the Ariadne one, I think I only seen once. And I just prefer the live action Barrows movie. So thank you for spending time with me and catch me in the next one. Bye.